A bill allowing people with concealed carry permits to bring guns on college campuses is on its way to West Virginia Governor Jim Justice's desk, and he says he plans to sign it into law, quote, in seconds. Under West Virginia's Campus Self-Defense Act, universities and colleges will no longer be able to restrict students and faculty from carrying guns. Now, one of the lawmakers who sponsored the bill, Republican Eric Brooks, he joins us now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me.
So why do you believe that this is going to be helpful on college campuses in West Virginia?
Well, Mitch, I mean, this is a school safety bill, first and foremost. I mean, it pays homage to our Second Amendment rights, obviously, but it's a school safety bill. We know tragically what happens in schools where they don't have this right. We saw this in our neighboring state in Virginia in 2007 at the tragedy that took place at Virginia Tech. And we don't want that to happen here. We have the same laws in place where schools could allow this to take place for those that have concealed carry permits to carry, but the schools were not allowing them to do so. They were enacting rules where they couldn't, and we just want to allow these young men and women to that have the permits, that have the training. We've certified they can safely handle these weapons, and we want to give them every opportunity they can to defend themselves in case they're ever faced with a situation like those poor students down at Virginia Tech faced that day.
Well, I understand the idea of self-defense. I also understand the idea that what stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. But is it better or safer for college campuses in West Virginia and elsewhere if nobody has a gun on campus?
Well, that would be ideal. But the reality is that that's not a possibility. It's not a real possibility anyway. I call that fantasy land. It'd be nice in a utopian society where that might be the case. But the reality is that we have guns in our country, we have guns in our state, and the best defense against this type of massacre taking place at one of our school campuses, college campuses, universities, would be to allow the students to be able to defend themselves, the teachers as well. And the best defender, the first responder, would be the student or the teacher that would be find themselves in one of these situations. We just want to give them that opportunity to deal with that situation right there. The shooting in Virginia Tech, I think they said it took somewhere between 5 minutes to 9 minutes for him to shoot 47 students and teachers. And the responders, the campus police, I think they responded very quickly.
Well, Mr. Brooks, let me ask you quickly because we got to go. But the college administrators, the professors, some students, they are your main opposition here. So what do you make of the fact that the folks that would be most impacted by this are against this measure?
I understand the opposition, but to be honest with you, I received multiple emails, texts, calls in support of this from professors, from students as well. So there's support of it as well. And those that don't want to carry, concealed carry, don't have to. And there's no open carry. This is a concealed carry bill. So those that will be arming themselves under this legislation, most of the students won't even know, or any of the students won't even know that that's even taking place in the classroom.
All right. That is Eric Brooks, a West Virginia state lawmaker. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.